Hold on to your hats. Cathie Wood and Tasha Keeney of Ark Invest have just released a new price target for Tesla in 2025. Are you ready? $3,000. And the price for Tesla stock in Ark's bear case is $1,500, which means that the worst thing that can happen is you're going to double your money. And if everything works out just right, Ark's bull case scenario price for Tesla is $4,000 a share. If you adjust for last year's stock split, the price would be $20,000 a share.
One, ignition. We got liftoff.
For this channel to be monetized, I need another 450 subscribers. So please subscribe, ring that bell, and hit that like button.
You can spend your money and keep it too.
Cathie Wood and Tasha Keeney has done it again, once again publishing bullish numbers for Tesla. Even the bear case is bullish.
Now, Jim, their bear case is 1,500. This is all pretty much in the same ballpark.
1,500.
Bear case is 1,500.
Well, I mean, it's just 600. I mean, well, that's interesting.
How many investment opportunities are there where the worst thing that can happen is that you double your money? People seem to be disappointed, as if these numbers are not bullish enough. I think all the Tesla bulls wanted from Cathie is they just wanted confirmation that Tesla stock is going to the moon. Well, I have got some great news for all of you bulls out there. Because if you read Cathie's price target really carefully, it clearly shows the possibility of Tesla's stock price reaching over $20,000 a share. Before we get to the details of this price target, I'd like to quote something that I found buried in the conclusion. I can't believe it, but it's right there. Ark says that in this price target, they do not model Tesla's utility, energy storage, or solar business. What? Ark Invest has come up with a $3,000 price target without including Tesla's energy business?
What? Is that actually happened? Of course it happened.
Tesla is an energy business. The mission of Tesla is to accelerate the world to sustainable energy. Chamath Palihapitiya is convinced that the main reason to own Tesla is for their energy business.
I think the reality is that Tesla is a distributed energy business, right? They are figuring out how to harness energy, how to store it, and then how to use it in a way to allow humans to be productive.
If you look a dozen years into the future and imagine Tesla solar on 100 million roofs worldwide, you could see how Tesla energy could dwarf the auto business. So the fact that Ark Invest is not including Tesla energy in this model seems ridiculous to me. These prices should be higher. Ark's 2025 Tesla price target was written by Tasha Keeney, Ark CFA, and one of my favorite analysts. Cathie Wood's 2018 $4,000 price target is what made her famous in the first place. So it warms my heart to see Cathie passing the torch to Tasha Keeney like this. Last year, Ark estimated that in 2024, Tesla's share price would be $1,400 a share. And now they have more than doubled their price target to $3,000 in 2025. Ark has predicted these three scenarios. 1. An expected value of $3,000, which is what Ark believes will most likely happen. 2. A bear case of $1,500, which Ark believes has a 25% chance of happening. And 3. A bull case of $4,000 a share, which Ark also gives a 25% chance of happening. One thing these three scenarios have in common is they are all higher. Even the bear case. As a stock, Tesla is a monster, and monsters can make huge moves both up and down. But they can also lay in wait and appear to do nothing for long periods of time. A good investor shouldn't expect to 10x their portfolio every single year. Even Warren Buffett's fund, Berkshire Hathaway, only averages about a 20% return over time. In the short term, there's no telling what Tesla stock is going to do, but I like this $3,000 price target for Tesla. It's pretty close to my own. 3 videos ago, this is what I said. I'm going to predict that at that time, Tesla stock will be a triple from where it is today. I predicted that Tesla stock would be $2,500 a share in 4 years. I'm a year sooner and $500 less. I'm currently reworking my price target while working on this video, so make sure that you watch to the end to see if I disagree with Cathie and Tasha. Now let's talk about the crazy super bullish scenario that's hidden within the confines of this price target. Tasha Keeney did not just total up a bunch of numbers and then come up with these 3 price targets. She used 40,000 simulations, which she incorporated into a Monte Carlo model with 34 inputs. So what Ark really did was to come up with 40,000 different price targets for Tesla in 2025, which they demonstrate in this chart. Look at this thing. I've never quite seen a chart like this. On the left, the possible prices per share goes from negative 2,000 all the way up to $28,000 per share. And if you adjust for last year's stock split, that would make the price of Tesla stock at $140,000 a share. I'll buy that lottery ticket. Located at the bottom of the chart is the likelihood. It starts at 0% and goes to 50% likely and then back down to 0%. It looks like they put their $3,000 price target just a little bit north of 50%. The bear and bull likelihoods are both located at 25%, one to the negative and one to the positive. At the bottom of the graph, it looks like you have a 1% chance of losing $2,000 a share. I can't even imagine what would have to happen for that to come true. I guess we'll just call that the Gordon Johnson scenario. But if you go all the way to the top, it gets really crazy. It looks like you have a 1% chance of $28,000 a share, a 4% chance of $18,000, and an 8% chance of Tesla stock being $8,000 a share. I have a feeling that Ark made a conscious decision not to include Tesla's energy business into their models in order to keep their price target numbers somewhat believable. Cathie Wood's 2018 $4,000 price target for Tesla was reached in 2 years instead of 5. I'm going to get in a lot of trouble for this, but I think the numbers that come out of Ark Invest are a little bit cautious. It's time to get into the weeds. Let's examine the details of how Ark came up with these 3 price targets. This chart compares 2020 numbers with Ark's 2025 bear and bull case. As Tesla makes more cars, there is a corresponding cost decline, which is why in the bear case, Tesla's average selling price is $45,000 with the sale of 5 million cars, and is down to $36,000 with the sale of 10 million cars, where driving their costs down allows them to sell more cars. Revenue growth is incredible. From today's $26 billion to $234 billion in the bear case and $367 billion for the bull case. In Ark's bear case scenario, Tesla never manages to get the robo-taxi network off the ground. However, they still managed to make $42 billion from a human-driven taxi network. But in the bull case scenario, the robo-taxi network is up and running, and it produces $327 billion for Tesla in 2025. Insurance revenue is new to Ark's model. You can see in the bear case Tesla makes $23 billion, but only $6 billion in the bull case. This is due to the fact that robo-taxis are expected to have 80% fewer accidents. Robo-taxis are going to be so cheap, fewer people will be owning cars. Therefore, fewer people will be buying auto insurance. Customers in the robo-taxi network will pay their insurance through the use of a flat fee. Let's look at the key assumptions for Ark's bear and bull case. Maximum annual production increase. Basically, this is how fast Tesla can build factories. Now, in the bear case scenario, Tesla builds factories at a 65% production rate, which is still faster than any other company. And the bull case is at 90%. 90% growth is factory growth turned on to ludicrous speed. At this point, robotaxi revenue was so high that Tesla is no longer fiscally restrained. They could basically build factories as fast as they can physically build them. Next, the percent of all Teslas on autonomous networks in 2025. In the bear case, it's 0, because there is no such thing as autonomy in the bear case scenario. But in the bull case, 60% of all Teslas with full self-driving are in the robotaxi network. Here are the key updates to Ark's model. We pushed our forecast price target forward 1 year to 2025. We refined our estimates for Tesla's capital efficiency. We added Tesla's insurance business to our model. We added assumptions for a human-driven ride-hail service. We increased the possibility of Tesla achieving fully autonomous driving within 5 years. If you have not seen Tesla's full self-driving beta, then you are about to be amazed, because it's incredible. The beta is now driving on city streets, it's making left turns, it's stopping at lights, it's waiting for pedestrians. We are almost there now. Fully autonomous ride-hail. In our last valuation model, Ark assumed that Tesla had a 30% chance of delivering fully autonomous driving in the 5 years ending in 2024. Now, Ark estimates that the probability is 50% by 2025. Since our last forecast, neural networks have solved many complex problems previously considered unsolvable, increasing the probability that robotaxis are viable. That deserves repeating. Neural networks have solved many complex problems that were previously considered unsolvable. This is deep learning, artificial intelligence at its best. And this is the kind of thing that only Tesla can do. Because the techno king of Tesla also has free access to innovation from other companies like SpaceX and Neuralink. I always hear how whichever company has the most data is going to figure out full self-driving first. It's just a factor of who has the most cars on the road checking the data. Well, the fact of the matter is Tesla has the most data by far. But that's not enough. If you give 1 million monkeys 1 million typewriters in 1 million years, they won't write anything. Even if Toyota and Ford had cameras on every car they had collecting data, it just wouldn't matter. What would they do with the data if they had it? I mean, does Toyota and Ford's neural network compare to Tesla's?
I don't think so.
In 2025, the lion's share of Tesla's revenue is going to come from the robotaxi network. But for that to happen, level 5 autonomy has to happen first. I gotta tell you, as much as I believe that level 5 autonomy is going to happen, I am a bit skeptical about the government approving the use of a robotaxi network in the near future. At least not in the next 4 or 5 years. So when is Tesla stock going higher? Well, I expect the mainstream media to do what they always do, which is to act real excited for a couple of minutes and then completely disregard all of Ark's data. In my opinion, Tesla's stock will not go to the moon until the market accepts that level 5 autonomy is actually going to happen. During the course of editing this video, I've been thinking about this, and I'm beginning to think that these numbers aren't high enough. I mean, the model is built on the fact that Tesla will be making 5 million cars in the bear case and 10 million in the bull case. But it doesn't seem like enough. Warren Resnick thinks Tesla will be making 12 million cars. And the Tesla economist thinks they'll be making 14 million cars. Look, I have nothing against Ark Invest. Cathie Wood is doing a terrific job, and I acknowledge her for putting themselves out there for criticism by making all of their research available to the public. Even though Ark Invest is by far the most bullish company covering Tesla, I think they are being overly cautious. Perhaps it's better this way. The numbers are much more palatable. Here's how I think this is playing out. Last year, Ark's 2024 Tesla share price was $1,400. This year, Ark's 2025 Tesla share price is $3,000. Next year, Ark's 2026 Tesla share price might be $6,000, $7,000. Do you see what I mean? I can't really blame them. It's incredibly hard to get anything done when people are throwing so much hate at you. And no firm has ever been criticized more than Ark Invest. At the time that I am filming this, Tesla is currently around $650 a share, which means that if you would like to be a millionaire in 2025, then you would have to buy 333 shares at $3,000 a share for a cost of about $216,000. On the other hand, if you think the bull case scenario is going to happen, then all you have to buy are 250 shares at a cost of $162,000. But if you're like me and you think that my $5,000 price target is going to happen, in that case you only need 200 shares and it's only going to cost you $130,000. Wait just 1 minute here. This is not how I made my money. I never had large amounts of cash just laying around to invest with. The way I did it was small amounts of money every month over time through a system called value cost averaging. If you want to retire a millionaire, then you need to start today. Invest your money in a portfolio of 3 wonderful businesses, which I explain in detail how to do right there. And don't worry about whether it takes you 5 years or 10. If you're making double the money you spend, then your money is making money and you can spend it and keep it too. Having said that, what is my price target for Tesla in 2025? How do I value Tesla? And how do I gauge Tesla's growth? I tend to think of it in terms of factories. Tesla currently has 2 factories, one in California and one in China, and they are building 2 factories, one in Germany and one in Texas. If they're building factories at 2 per year, I think at some point they might increase that to 3. By 2025, I figure we'll have the 4 factories that we're working on now, plus 3 or 4 more. Where will they be? I don't know. I know Elon wants a factory on every continent, so you got to figure India, Australia, South Africa, and probably Japan. So I estimate that in 2025 it shouldn't be too difficult for Tesla to build between 12 and 14 million cars. Plus, I'm going to add some energy. I'm going to add the mega pack, the power pack, the solar power, the energy storage. I'm adding all that. I'm going to put that in for $700 or $800 a share. So the spend your money and keep it to price target for Tesla in 2025 is $5,000 a share. After reviewing Ark's price target, I'm more bullish than I was before. However, I still like my old price target on Tesla and I think it has real credibility. So I'm going to keep it for my bear case. The spend your money and keep it to bear price target for Tesla in 2025 is $2,500. So do I think Tesla is a buy right here? I always say the same thing in regards to Tesla. If you do not own any shares already, Tesla is neither inexpensive nor expensive. It's just a buy. If you do own shares, then continue to value cost into it over time and try to buy extra shares in the dips. You have to jump in sometime, so it may as well be right here. Full disclosure, Tesla is by far my largest holding, and I also own every single one of Ark's ETFs, including PRNT and IZRL. But if I had to pick just one of Ark's ETFs, my favorite one by far is ARKG, the Genomic Revolution. I believe that the 2020s will be remembered for the first fully autonomous vehicles and the genetic research which allowed us to finally start to cure diseases. Please comment down below and let me know what you think the price of Tesla will be in 2025. It could be fun to make a video about this in 5 years. If one of your comments ends up being right, we are definitely going to pass out the bragging rights on this channel. And what about the crazy scenario? Can Tesla actually become worth more than $10,000 a share? Well, I don't think it's likely at all. I consider it like I'm getting free lottery tickets with every share of Tesla that I buy. So there you go. See you in the Tesla Air Club in 2025. If you would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe, ring that bell so you don't miss any content, and make sure that you hit that like button. I read and respond to every comment thoughtfully, so please type away down there and ask me anything. Thanks again for coming by. Be good to each other and stay safe. And remember, you do not have to make a lot of money at your job to become rich, because when your money is making money, you can spend your money and keep it too.
Don't buy or sell a stock just because a YouTuber like JC says so. He's got opinions. These decisions are important. This is your money. These decisions should be made by you.